Ruben, congratulations on the win. How important does that one feel?
Really important to have this feeling away from home. Great support from our away fans as always. Not a great game. You can feel it. No great chances. Just in the end, with the long balls, we try to control the game, try to play our game, but we need to improve a lot, and you can feel it. But this time we hold the result, and then win one goal, we close the game, and then it's really important to win now.
Clean sheet tonight. That must feel really significant.
It's really important because clearly you are closer to win games and give you confidence. And we didn't suffer too much today, and that is a good sign. It's not just the clean sheet; it's the way we defend. Like I said, we need to improve a lot with the ball. Without the ball, we were okay. Control the game. We score, and now we move on to the next game.
You did score. A bit of luck needed in that goal. Is scoring goals still a bit of a problem for you as a team?
I think so. Even when second half we want to change some things, and there is no, we lack some pace and some power in front. But it is what it is, and we need to have more ball, create more chances. We need to take the ball to the last third. We struggle a lot in these details, but winning help a lot to improve.
What are the biggest positives to take from this game into the next one?
The results, the feeling, the way we gave time to our team to have that bit of luck to win some games, and then let's take the feeling, but work really hard tomorrow. We need to win the next one.
A week left in the January window. You said earlier that you don't want to repeat any previous mistakes made by the club. Does that mean that there's going to be a cautious approach, despite the fact that, of course, the fans will be desperate to see some new players come in?
Yeah, we have to be cautious, and even the rules here. And you know that we have to follow the rules. And I think we did mistakes in the past. We cannot do it now. So we are focused on improving the team. But let's see. Let's focus on the players that we have and focus on the next game.
You said before that you find the fans chanting your name sometimes a little bit uncomfortable, but the away support tonight was absolutely brilliant. And you got the win on the eve of your 40th birthday. Nice little sweetener for the birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, but they deserve it. I think it's amazing. It's not normal. I know that you guys are used to this environment here, but it's not normal. So congratulations to our fans. It's a big privilege to work in this club and to give them wins. We want to give them wins, and today we did it. But like I said, we need to improve a lot, and we are going to do that.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you very much.
Guys, congratulations. Lisandro, I know you've scored a couple of goals for United this season, the first against Liverpool, but this was a big one tonight. It was the winner. Needed a bit of luck, though?
Yeah, I think I was lucky, but I'm really important. I'm really happy with the way we win the game. It doesn't matter who scores. The most important is 3 points, how we fight, how we play, how we show character, personality. And what I'm so happy is because of this guy. This guy, honestly, is a big example for the young generation. The big example. So I'm really happy for him because he's working so hard every day and he's so humble. So he deserves all. So.
Toby, you've made your senior debut for Manchester United this season. What's it like to hear one of the senior players in the team say that about you, and how have you found it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's coming from a World Cup winner, so couldn't ask for anyone better, really. But yeah, like you said, I'm just working hard. It's a tough environment, and I think that's good. It makes you better as a player and your character as well. But yeah, I'm just looking about improving every day and helping the team as much as I can.
And you were involved in the other key moment in the game tonight, that goal line clearance. Do you realise just how close that was?
Yeah, I remember clearing it and thinking, oh, has that gone over? But luckily it hadn't. So yeah, just happy for the team and the win. And yeah, the most important thing is that we did it as a team together.
Yeah, it does feel like an important win for Manchester United, particularly after what's been another up and down week. And just to hear the fans celebrating like that at the final whistle, what do you think it meant to them?
It means a lot, not only for the fans, but also for us, because we suffer a lot, and it's really tough and really hard when you lose in this club. The pressure we know is really hard. But we are here. We put the chest every game. And we know how difficult it is. But we are here and we have to show every game, like today. We have to win also every game, and we have to be also really humble after winning.
Well done tonight, guys. And Lisandro, you're today's player of the match. Congrats. Thank you, guys.
Lisandro Martinez walking off with the award after scoring the winner, but giving a lot of credit to Toby Collier as well. He certainly helped his team tonight with that crucial block off the line to keep the 3 points for his side in this one. But Martinez with the game-changing moment this evening. Ruben Amorim there. We're delighted to say as well that a man who's represented both these clubs, someone Rio knows very well, of course, Edwin van der Sar has joined us pitchside. Thank you for joining us, Edwin. Ruben Amorim there just talking about the feeling that win can give them going forwards. What was your assessment of the result and the performance from them?
Yeah, probably the result is nice, of course, for the winning manager. But I think the performance has not been great. I think Fulham had a great idea how to play. I think created the most chances. I think from my feeling it was the only shot on goal that United had, the shot from Martinez. So a great result for United in that way. But I think Fulham deserved a bit more from the game.
Ed, we obviously played at the club in our time. Someone who's been sitting and watching from afar, how have you seen things at Man United in recent years, and especially this season? This is why we got you on here, Ed. Come on, big question.
Here we go. Yeah, okay. It's of course you need to stabilize a club. Performances you need to have on a Saturday and on a Wednesday. Of course, we've chopped and changed with managers over the last 10, 11, 12 years. So yeah, the results are not coming to be fair. Or maybe the way they play. Winning games, of course, it must breed confidence, but you don't really see that on the pitch. That there's a lot of confidence of the idea how they want to play, and of course it's still early doors. But yeah, let's see how things work out.
Rio wants to know if you're free to come and run the club.
I'm enjoying my life really well at the moment, so I'm okay.
We went out for dinner in South Korea recently, and that's all we spoke about. Come on, Ed, come back, help the guys, join in, help the guys, because this guy's run a football club successfully. But listen, anyway, go on, Karen. I know you waited to ask a question.
No, I was just going to say, we saw you do a nice lap of honour. What did that mean to you here today?
No, yeah, of course I played a long time for Ajax and a couple of years at Juventus. My start at the Premier League was here at Fulham. It was 4 years. Maybe I didn't expect to play the whole 4 years, but we had a great time. My family enjoyed it. And from there on, yeah, living in London is not too bad, to be fair. But at a certain point, you wanted more, and yeah, to go at the age of 34 to play another 6 years for Man United and the success that we had with the club, that's been amazing. But I think most of that came also because I knew the Premier League, and that was due to my time here at Fulham.
What are you doing now, Ed? I know you stopped working at Ajax now. What are you doing? I've seen on your Instagram you're flying all over the world at the moment, you and your wife and family.
Absolutely. Yeah, I enjoy my time, of course. I made a decision like 18, 19 months ago to resign at Ajax. After that, I had a little health scare, but that's all fine. It's all good. Get a few calls with some headhunters, and at the moment, I'm just making up my mind if I really want to return to like a full time in a club or an organization, or doing whatever what you're doing.
Come and join the podcast world.
Couple a little bit of nice things and talk about the football and giving high fives to the players.
How good was this guy when you were playing alongside him, Rio, especially when you needed him to bail out all your mistakes?
Yeah, he made us look good. I mean, he was a wonderful goalkeeper. I think that for me personally, I think a lot of defenders will say the same thing. When you look behind you, you want to know exactly where your goalkeeper, where you'd imagine him to be, and he was never out of step, always in the place where you want him to be. And when the moments came to make the big moments of saves and define a game, like in Moscow, who better to be behind you than this man here?
They're your best memories.
I had a couple of guys in front of me who made it easy, so I only had to stay a little left or right or head it away. And
did he always listen to you?
The one through ball that I think Rio likes to talk, eh? So like in training or in the game or everything, and all the time he was busy. But I think we had a great understanding, like a partnership, and that comes with experience. And it's great to lead something from the back. I had always everything in front of me, so I could navigate how they needed to stand or what to do or to drop. And that connection that was incredible on and off the pitch.
And when you have a night like that, when you share an experience like that, like Moscow in 2008, does that just bond you forever?
Well, I actually thought it did, but Edwin knocked me back the other day for a meal. We organised to go out with our wives for a meal, and then he rang me and said, "No, Rio, I can't make it. A better offer, someone else."
Wow.
I extended my stay here, so instead of coming Friday, I only came Saturday night because my son had to play. My son is there also. He had a tremendous game yesterday in Holland, so I was really happy that I stayed and watched it.
Family first, I get it.
Edwin, we really appreciate you coming to join us. Thank you, and enjoy the time off.
So where are we next week?
Forest.
We got him, guys. We've got him.
We'll speak to your people. Thank you very much.
I know the people. I'm myself.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Take care.
Oh, what a player. And tonight, I'm sure, watching that this evening at Rio, obviously there has been criticism of Onana this season, but a clean sheet tonight, huge for him, especially coming off the back of making
and I think
mistakes.
Listening to Amorim there, the manager, it's by no means a perfect performance, but the result was good. And I think it's important to take what the positives that you can get out of a game. And I think that defensively, they kept Fulham to a minimum of chances. They looked quite toothless at times, Fulham, so that's a positive.
Yes, Lisandro Martinez earning Manchester United a big 3 points here against Fulham tonight. And Karen, did the goal and the way it came about just kind of sum up this game, really, the way it was going?
A little bit, but I thought Man United were far better in the second half. I think Fulham, when Wilson got injured, actually, I felt like they lost themselves quite a bit. He tried to make the changes, but I think in fairness, I thought Man United pushed on and actually deserved the goal in it. And I think we kind of mentioned Garnacho at times. First of all, it's a great ball from Bruno to get in that space and behind. And there's a little chop there, sells a defender. Look, the pass might have not been there, but I love what Martinez does, steps in front. When you play that left of the three, we all know better. You step in and you're aggressive and you win it, and then you get your little bit of luck from that momentum.
Yeah, you do. I mean, great movement, great timing, great pass from Bruno, who's always involved in everything. But I mean, creativity-wise, Man United were off it today. I think the lowest chances created in the Premier League game this season, which is 4, but they got the one that counted.
You spoke at half-time as well about Garnacho being the bright spot, the one bright spark for Manchester United. When you watch this game tonight, are you thinking, how could they possibly sell in Rio?
Yeah, I am. I'm just thinking, where's that spark? I know. I think in terms of the team shape, he doesn't probably fit the profile of player that Amorim's used to having in that little half-10 space. Garnacho's naturally more an out-and-out winger, but he's definitely somebody I think has impact. And I don't care where he finds himself on the pitch, he will have impact in the game like he did today. At some point, he'll create something. Sometimes I think he can clean up in some of the different elements of his game, yep. But the kid has that kind of understanding of sometimes, listen, I don't care. I'm going to go and just try and attack this game by any means, and normally finds a way. So he's a kid out of the academy, and I just find it, because of the financial rules, it's almost being incentivised for a club to sell homegrown talent. That should never be the case. Listen, I don't want to go down that road right now because I'm just hopefully enjoying a free points from Manchester United. But I think, listen, creativity-wise, they need to improve, and defensively today, I thought they were much better.
And given what else they offered in attack tonight, Karen, could they afford to let him go?
I think the question is, if, like Rio said, if they sell and get kind of the profit for him, how could they use that for someone maybe that might fit his system better? You saw today he was very much a left winger because Maguire in the first half went and played in that 10 position, so he knows he can't play him inside as much as he would like. So I'm with Rio. I don't like selling homegrown talent. Far from it. But the question is whether Ruben Amorim thinks, can I get him consistent for me? And if I sold him, could I use that money for a player that might fit my system? And that's only the manager can answer that.
What I would say, I think he's got to find a way of getting more out of this team with the ball. Far too many instances today you're looking at everything's side to side, everything's safe around the back three players, the centre backs are having a lot of possession, but once the ball goes into the midfielders and the attacking players, there isn't enough like triggers and movements and cohesion with this team.
Do they desperately need a striker?
I think they need one of the strikers to start retaining the ball. I think that a platform for any team to start launching attacks and sustaining attacks, the forward has to be part of that and has to retain the ball, play into him, which allows runners to go beyond, allows the team to get up the pitch and play higher, having more possession in the opponent's half. Man United aren't allowed to do that recently, especially because I'm watching these games and the strikers aren't. The only time I saw it happen actually in the last couple of games, Xerxes came on against Southampton and the ball was getting fed into him, keeping it, team move up, change the fortunes of the games, and they're going to need that platform to really kind of move on in a positive way.
Okay, well, let's hear from Marco Silva now, because he's with Jules.
Marco, a disappointing result for Fulham. Well, how do you assess your team's performance?
Frustration, really, the result. And in our dressing room right now, I think overall, looking to the game, we should deserve more. We should have taken more from the game. One shot on target from Man United, really a lucky goal, deflection, all that stuff. First half, better played from ourselves. I think we were clear the team that dominated more, that the ball arrived in danger areas much more times from ourselves. We had 2 or 3 good moments probably to create clear chance and to score. I don't remember one danger moment from Man United all the first half, nothing really. I think we did press well, we created a lot of problems for them. The way we beat the pressure every time to make the ball arrive in our forward players or Emil between the lines, we did it really well as you planned. Of course, it seemed a bit lack of better definition and more quality when the ball arrived in our attacking players in that moment. But clear, the better team first half. Second half, more balance. Our first build-up was not so in the same level. I think we dropped a little bit the intensity of our pressure as well, and the game was become a little bit more balanced. One team or the other to get on the front foot. Really lucky goal from them. One moment that a clearance from ourselves. Rodrigo should have reacted much quicker to not let Martinez to anticipate, and really lucky goal from them. After that, of course, the reaction has to come from ourselves. They set really back with 10 players around the box. Even so, I think we did create very good header from Anderson, the clears on the line, and of course 2 good chances from Rodrigo as well. Overall, looking, of course, we did create much more. I think we are the most dangerous team, but at the level that we are playing, we have to be clinical, we have to be ruthless, and we have to score goals. If not, it's going to be more difficult to win.
With all that in mind and the way the season's been going for Fulham, do you see this as a bit of a missed opportunity that you should have taken more from this?
I think yes, but it's not the first time for us. And of course, this type of moments is a moment that you have to step in and to show your quality. And in certain moments, because we are dominant, we are, I think, collective point of view, and our plan was really good on the pitch. I think we should have decided better and to be more ruthless in our attacking line. I think it was not at all a good night for our attacking players, but can happen. They are on the pitch, and let's hope the next game will be better.
Well, Harry Wilson had to come off injured. How big a loss could that be?
Had an impact. I don't know how long it's going to be. We have to assess him. But even the game had an impact in the game. Of course, we had a plan with the position of Harry Wilson there. Of course, we was more difficult for Adama to have that role because that we set him more on the left hand side with Alex to the right. Even so, we know that our left hand side with Alex, Emil, and Robinson normal worked really well. We changed after 15 or 20 minutes again, and we are going to miss him if he's going to miss the next game. Let's hope no. Let's see to assess him tomorrow and see how it goes.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, his side came so close to an equaliser, didn't they, Karen? Toby Collier making an absolutely crucial clearance off the line towards the end.
Yeah, so he had someone on the line, right, Rio?
Yep.
But brilliant and great for the young lad as well. We'll see the reactions from his teammates, but it's a great ball in, first contact as well from Anderson, and there he is. It's just a reaction to step back onto the line. I don't know whether it's instinct or whether that is actually his job, but nevertheless, it's a great step back and assesses it. And that's the reason why they have 3 points. Brilliant clearance and great for his confidence as well. So he's come into the team and done really well, different positions as well, and he's never let the team down.
Do you know what?
His way into the manager's plans.
Yeah, I think he seems like a reliable kid, a really reliable kid. You heard Martinez talk about him and say he has humility, he's humble. They're great traits to have as a footballer. And he, like you say, he comes in, plays different positions, and gets through his work without any noise and any airs and graces. And I think he's a player who works hard and sacrifices elements of his game for the good of the team, and you need players like that. If you're going to have any success, those type of players are imperative in your team.
Save the points for Man United tonight. Fulham, though, 7 points off the top 6 as it stands, Karen. What do you think of their European prospects?
I mean, we mentioned it. It's potentially 8th, I think, this season maybe.
8th
but
could be enough.
Yeah, it could be enough. But I think I said at the start of the show before the game, I think that there's frustrations in Marco Silva where he's seen his team and think if only there's been games this season with Bournemouth, Ipswich.
There has been progress here. I think his recruitment is a definite plus on his CV. But again, getting into Europe and then obviously playing games in there and causing upsets, etc., do get you noticed even more again. And I think that's what he's about. There's personal development and personal aspirations he'll have, but he'll need the club to be alongside that in achieving stuff as well. So, but he's been somebody who's definitely getting a lot of plaudits at the moment, and rightly so.
The way Man United played tonight, though, Karen. And is that a big missed opportunity for Fulham?
I think, like I said, I think they'd be frustrated with the opportunities when they got into the final third. The crossing and deliveries were not particularly great, and he mentioned the changes that he had to try and make. They just weren't fluid in the final third, and even at the end, Collier cleared it off the line, but I never felt Onana was really, I'm trying to wrap my brain, he wasn't really tested. So it's credit to Man United's defence tonight, but you have to take your moments, and they didn't. And
well, one thing I would say is I think Man United, as much as criticism they've been getting, I thought today was probably the most comfortable they've looked defensively, out of possession. They weren't like sliced open, and like the transition, they weren't open to that so much as we've seen them in the past. So that's a definite positive I think Amorim and his team have to take from this game.
Big night on Thursday as well on TNT Sports in the Europa League. They want to secure that top 8 spot, not only to keep the momentum going, but also it would give him more time on the training ground.
Yeah, and he's spoken about it. He hasn't had much time at all coming in during the mid-season. So any type of time that they can get on a training field, I think they'll benefit massively from. So fingers crossed they get the job done on Thursday, and they can keep on improving.
Well, that is just about it from us. Karen, Rio, thank you very much. Enjoy the European football this week. We are back as well in our usual Saturday lunchtime slot next Saturday at Nottingham Forest as they welcome Brighton. But here, it certainly was not pretty, but Manchester United got the job done.